This is the Arirang 151. It comes in 3 colors, has a camera that takes photos, a battery that holds electricity, and you can connect it to a full-size keyboard for some reason. Now, I know what you're thinking. Dang.
Can't you do that with most phones, like connecting to a keyboard? I'll be honest, when I'm lying in bed and I gotta send like work emails, I do wish I could just attach like a keyboard. Like sometimes when I like cuddle up into bed, I just pull out my laptop to send like a single email and then just go to bed. Because I can't be arsed like sending it on my phone.
Damn, I hate my phone. It's never flown in a circle around a Korean woman's head. This must be the phone for me. Well,
are you going to address the theme park scandal in Poland?
I'm sorry to break it to you, but unfortunately, the Arirang 151 is only sold in North Korea. In fact, North Korea, despite the...
Wait, did I add the text? Okay.
Everything, has a thriving smartphone market. But the kind of phones you find in North Korea and the infrastructure set up to make them work is pretty unique and uniquely terrible. So let's talk about North Korean smartphones. The good, the bad, and the ugly. But mostly the ugly. Smartphones, and cell phones in general, are a pretty new phenomenon in North Korea. Their first major mobile phone network wasn't functional until 2008. Before then, telephone access was pretty limited. There were landlines built in a few parts of the country, but about 90% of them were connected to government offices or other state-owned enterprises. And even for those in the North Korean government who could afford a phone...
I wonder how bad the censorship is over there, because I know in China they've obviously got the great... What do they call it? The Great Firewall? That blocks like Google and stuff, like any kind of Western things. But it's got to be even worse in North Korea, right? I think the video is going to explain, but I think you can only buy like 3 or 4 licensed phones, because you could still buy a Samsung in China, I assume. Do you remember when we talked about this a couple weeks ago as well? Like they edited phones in like Korea or Japan, where it's like if you take a picture, it purposely makes the shutter noise, so you can't take a picture of like a woman's skirt.
Getting one installed was a lengthy process with stacks of paperwork to justify the phone's purpose and the owner's plan to pay for it. There was, briefly, a period from 2002 to 2004 where the government tested a small mobile phone network called Sunet using secondhand equipment from Vodafone Hungary, but it was only publicly accessible for about 18 months before Kim Jong-il very nearly got blown up in a train accident near the Chinese border, and they shut the whole thing down. Did the mobile phone network have anything to do with the explosion? Not really, but someone had to get punished for that happening, and that someone was everyone. Fast forward to 2008, and North Korea takes another crack at creating a state-controlled mobile phone network. And by creating, I mean tricking an Egyptian infrastructure company into building them a mobile phone network and then immediately stealing it. The network is called Koryolink, and it provides North Korea's 15 largest cities, and some railways, with fairly limited 3G coverage. But Koryolink...
3G! 3G's wild. Wow, I swear you only get 4G in the UK, and then in some of the more populated areas you get 5, but 3G
Link is no ordinary cell network. It's worse. You can only make calls to other North Korean numbers, every phone number starts with these same 8 digits, and it doesn't provide any access whatsoever to the internet, obviously. What Koryolink does provide access to, however, is North Korea's completely isolated intranet, Kwangyang. This is basically...
Dude, I can imagine all their websites just look like 2001 pages. You know how you had like Newgrounds and stuff? Like all the landing pages? It probably looks exactly like that. Like that looks like a web page that loads up on Google when you've got like 0.1 internet speed.
Kwangyang. This is basically just a private network of about 5,000 or so state-sanctioned websites. You can read the news.
Wait, how many?
This is basically just a private network of about 5,000 or so state-sanctioned websites.
5,000 sounds like a lot. That actually sounds like a lot. But I feel you would get bored very quickly. I wonder what those websites are. Most of them are probably historical websites, right? And then maybe some like news websites as well.
You can read the news, book a flight on their tiny terrible airline, watch propaganda films on their national streaming service, really anything you could find on the normal internet.
Stop vaping. It's not a vape. I don't vape. It's a magazine clip for a BB gun. And it doesn't even load anything. It's literally just a piece of plastic, but I'm autistic. I have to like always be touching something.
Except for free expression and Neopets. They still haven't cracked Neopets. But of course, being able to access this veritable treasure trove of sweet content isn't worth much without a smartphone to view it on. So, in 2014, the DPRK released these images of Kim at a brand new smartphone factory to announce that they were manufacturing their very first smartphone.
I swear Kim has actually lost a lot of weight. Hang on. Who said, yeah, we know? Someone on my account said, yeah, we know. Is that Jesse again? Hang on. He actually had a bit of a glow up. I mean, despite everything he's done, he has actually had a little bit of a glow up here. He is slightly less Big Chungus. Yeah, look at that. Damn. Oh no, to be fair, in 2012 he was okay. Then he became Big Chungus, and now he's like lesser Chungus.
The AS1201. Now, normally I'd have to dance around.
He takes Ozempic. I'll be honest, that wouldn't surprise me. That would like the fact that every celeb on the planet is on Ozempic. That wouldn't surprise me. That he managed to like smuggle some. I think it's like £200 for like a shot of it, right?
Explicitly accusing a foreign government of lying, but North Korea would have to.
Have you guys seen Sharon Osbourne after Ozempic? Hang on. I feel so bad for her. She even said like she regrets taking it. Yeah, she has lost so much weight now. I mean, to be fair, she hasn't been on like the TV from what I remember for like 20 years. So she's just aged as well. But yeah, I swear, like, damn. Yeah, I remember she talked about like she couldn't like put on weight. She took so much Ozempic that she struggled to even put on weight. Thank you, Haz, for the 11 months.
Hello,
Echo 2K. Thank you, Jim, for the 10.
Of their
Dude, I need to see Bloody Love.
So
There's no way you said Starlight. Oh, that's a low blow. That's a low blow.
they're lying. This factory doesn't produce anything, and the AS1201 is 1201. This is more or less the case for newer North Korean smartphones as well, like the Arirang 171 or Samtaesong 8. Basically, there's nothing special about the way these phones are built because North Korea probably can't build phones. So what sets these phones apart, then, is the absolutely crazy software that's running on them. My writer Ben somehow found a version of North Korean...
Dude, imagine getting a phone in North Korea and by law, mandatory.
Pyro, do you believe you have enough time to create the content you want to produce, to live long enough to see your work prosper into something more? Time erodes people's work, but some are lucky enough to be saved in the annals of history will be lucky too.
The long form videos, yes. The short form videos, no. But yeah, I was just going to say, like, imagine if you bought a phone in North Korea and by law, it had to have an image of Kim Jong-un on there. You could pick from like 5. It could be him doing darts. It could be him skiing. It could be him like, I don't know, eating at a hot dog competition or something. But you had to have a picture and your phone would be checked. And if it was removed, you'd go to jail.
I, Donald Trump, real president of the United States, issue you Pyrocynical a presidential order to check out the end of Barney 64. It's the best, just the best. And I know what's the best.
The end of Barney 64. Is that the trans girl who does World of Warcraft content? Used to be Kiori.
An Android ripped from a phone called the Pyongyang 2407, and he managed to get this screenshot and a folder of these wallpapers before this happened. Fortunately, he didn't have to do that at all, which I told him like 5 times, because a group of German researchers had already managed to get it running without breaking their computers and published all of their findings years ago. So here's what we know. First, the good. These phones come with games. Lots of...
Oh my god, this is gonna be like those dodgy like mobile ads you see. You know the worst thing is? Okay. You know, you see those ads, right? The mobile game ads, and it's like a guy running down a racetrack and he's like shooting, and he's shooting zombies, and then if he shoots a block 25 times, he gets like a dual wield or like a bigger gun, and then whenever you see that, you think, oh my god, I could play that. That's so easy. And then I've done this like 3 times, right? Because I'm stupid. I go to install the game on my phone, I download it, I install it, and then it's just one of those like... It's one of those like building simulator games again, like Clash of Clans or something. It sucks. Like it's always a scam every time. Dude, I just want to play a game that I'll be addicted to for 5 minutes and then I won't touch again. Like is that too much to ask?
games. The Arirang 151, for example, comes with 5 different versions of Angry Birds.
Oh my god, I might be moving to North Korea, boys. I might be moving to North Korea.
a rip-off version of Candy Crush, an emulated copy of Super Mario Galaxy, and an app that seemingly just emits a really loud, high-pitched noise that's supposed to make bugs go away. But the reason these phones come preloaded with
I bet that doesn't work. Guaranteed that doesn't work.
enough Angry Birds to last you through the end of Kim's regime is because there's no
Jack Doherty gave me a ride in his Lambo. I hate him. Then why'd you get in his Lambo?
way to download new apps yourself. Again, these phones,
Was that Kim Kardashian crying?
again,
Okay, we might be moving to North Korea, boys. We might be dropping in North Korea. We got Kim K crying.
and these phones can't access the internet, and Gwangyang doesn't have any kind of app store. So if you want to get new apps, you have to go to the, well, App Store. But by App Store, I mean the literal physical App Store.
Oh my god, I bet you have to download it onto your phone, right?
This is usually a counter at some other kind of retail business, like an electronics store or a food market. These counters will have a catalog of different apps they can sell you, which they'll keep on a computer that can transfer the files directly.
Dude, this is like Cyberpunk. You know when you buy like neuromods and stuff that you put into like the back of your neck? That's crazy. Like, well, no, they do it because there's no internet access there, right? It's all like state controlled.
To your phone. All of these apps will already be verified by the DPRK, a process they will have to go through, otherwise the phones...
We need a physical app store. Could you imagine if they had one in America or in the UK, but then they allow like the dodgy third-party apps that just like give you full of spyware and stuff?
literally can't open them. How? Well, fair warning, we're going to get a little technical here, so I'm going to put on
Hey
a
Pyro,
royalty-free
long time sub here. Glad to see you still look like a lesbian. Keep up the work, shin boy.
Thank you, Lime, for the 10.
football game really small in the corner for everyone in my audience who hates computers. Essentially, the version of Android running on each of these phones checks every single
Did he put a video in the corner? Did he put a video in the corner to retain attention? He might be on, he might actually be onto something here. This guy added gameplay in the corner. Can this work? Please, God, let this work. Alright, I think we can watch the video now.
they will have to go through.
Okay, I think we can watch the video now. Hang on.
How? Well, fair warning, we're going to get a little technical here, so...
Okay. I hope this is enough audio stimulation. Because he's put that little box down there in the corner.
Checks every single photo, every
So
photo, every
obviously we live in a time where we need some kind of stimulation to keep being engaged with the video.
A file
Okay.
is tagged with something called a Madison, which is an encrypted key that can only be
I'm
activated
processing all of this information right now.
doesn't include any dangerous information like how to click.
I'll be honest. I'm still looking at the phone. I'm still looking at the football at the bottom left of the screen. You can't hear me. Why can't you hear me?
Confirms that the file originated.
I'm literally putting it. Do you need another? Do you need?
If a file doesn't have
Do you need another? Do you need more? Hang on. Do you need more? Okay, I got you, bro. I got you, fam. Don't worry. I got you, fam.
one of these two signatures, like say a copy of this video, the phone will automatically delete it as soon as it's opened. This signature system is then, in turn, protected by another program called Red Flag, which constantly runs in the background to check that the signature
On this
system
difficult
hasn't
night,
been
I'd like to
removed.
express
It also
my
takes a
gratitude
screenshot every time
to the
an
people
app-
of
there we go.
Richmond
Wait,
and Northampton constituency.
One more.
We
Where
will
is it?
continue to
There we go.
But in
Let's make that a
Since I
bit
moved
smaller.
here a
I need
decade
to see the
ago,
video.
you have made me and my
There we
family
go. Okay, let's.
feel so at
Okay, that's
home.
good.
also
And I look
comes
forward to
Let me
continuing
shrink
to
this one down a
serve
bit.
as your member of parliament.
I'm trying to shrink it. There we go.
to show you the favor of screenshots.
Okay, that's better.
I'm grateful to my agent and
That's better.
constituency team,
That's better.
and I
There we go.
congratulate my
There we go.
opponents here on the energetic and very good-natured campaigns that they have
I'm
run.
very engaged with this content, I'll be
The
honest.
Labour Party has won this general election, and I have called Sir Keir Starmer to congratulate him on his victory.
What do you mean it's too quiet?
Today, power will change hands in a peaceful and orderly manner, with goodwill on all sides. That is something that should give us all confidence in our country's stability.
Louder? Louder? Okay, I got you. I got you, fam.
The British people have delivered a sobering verdict. There is much to learn, and I take responsibility. To the many good, hard-working Conservative candidates who lost tonight, despite their time.
This is exactly how all the content online should be. This is how all the content online will be in 5 years' time. Our dopamine receptors are going to be so fried that you need like 5 videos playing at once, or you're not going to be able to process Any of it! Any of it! More videos? No, 4's enough. 4's enough. 4 is more than enough. Bro, I can't. I'm going deaf, bro. I'm going deaf, bro. I'm going deaf. All right. All right. That's enough of that.